It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
They take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Takes this one across the 35. The 36, a gain of about 4.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
What we got? Mike, 55.
From the gun to give to Mixon. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
55, 55. Let's go.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down, Prescott going deep for Walker. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
The Bengals.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Lining up for the...
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
He steps up.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And caught right side, Green. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 4.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Green with a catch left side. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He steps out of bounds.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on, you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elliott, toss right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Cowboys Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
4th down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Dallas.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. 55 mark, 55.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. And come on out.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 21-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Third and 5.
And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they go play action now. Burrow flushed out right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action with Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Going deep for Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Mixon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for Tat. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Letting one fly deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again to Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
30-yard line.
One of the best around, Big Geno Atkins there on the stop, an 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. 12 yards there and a first down.
The Cowboy first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
At their 48-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mixon on the toss right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now Prescott. His throw incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And again, it's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
A gain of 9.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 17-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw again. Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Bengals 20, Cowboys 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. On the return, Phillips. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Anthony Brown.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on.
Bengals 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here we go with Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
28, Cowboys 21. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is Bengals on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Dallas.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going deep for Walker, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Cincinnati, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.